Hello guys, how are you? Hope you're okay. Today's video I want to show you guys how we feed our black pastures to goats. Black pastures, this is one of the major pastures which are enriched with a lot of proteins, a lot of carbohydrates. Even goats love them so much. Just look at this male, how it is enjoying the black pastures. So I urge everyone who is interested in doing this kind of farming to plant pastures. These kind of pastures are very good. You need to have them around your farm. Now, like for me here, I'm doing a simple goat farm of just like 80 goats, and I want you guys to pick a leaf from this. I started this kind of farming in June. I started with 2 goats. That brown goat at the extreme plus the black goat. So I introduced in this young man, the Savannah, to cross with the local goats I started with, plus the Mubende goats. So right now what you see inside that small cage, those are the results we're having right now at this farm. This kind of farming is very easy as long as you have pastures and management in place. For my case, since I was also a lucky in this kind of animal rearing, what I decided to do, I decided to start with a few animals. At least I can see what is ahead of me. I'm progressing slowly by slowly each day. I'm getting better results, and all that I've done all that using the little money I had. Started with just 500 Ugandan shillings when I introduced in these animals, but now I'm clocking to almost 10 animals. So 10 animals in just a period of very few months. So I urge everyone out there, more so the youth, to engage in this kind of farming. You know, in farming, what I've learned, you start with what you have. You start small. By the end of it all, you grow big along the way, as long as you put the right management in place. You do the vaccination of animals. You provide them with feeds all the time. Just have to take good care of these animals. At the end of it all, they also reward you. So when you look after them very well, they also start to reward you. So what you see here, this is my first kid. It is just making 2 months. It was produced on 20th August. So is right now making 2 months. So I think you guys can see the results. After starting small, just start with what you have. Even if you start with 1-2 animals, when you give them time and you look after them very well, you'll get the results. These animals don't disappoint. They can give you the results, just like me. You see, every time, more so with the youth, we usually follow these guys who have made it in life. These guys were having very big farms, but they didn't just wake up out of the blue and started with all that we are seeing right now. They started small. They started small. You can admire you can admire someone who started with also like 10 goats, but for you, you want to get the results in just a period of 1 year, which is very impossible. It is very impossible, my fellow youth. So what I urge you guys is that we need to start with what you have. If you're having land, even if you don't have land, but where you stay, if you're having a small plot, you can start this kind of farming. This kind of farming is very profitable. You just need to have the right management in place. You look after them very well. For me, I started with only 2 animals. This black lady and this one. So everyone was like, when is your ad going to grow? I was like, let me just be patient. After a while, I introduced in another batch of animals because the money I had was very little. It was very little, but I had to utilize it very well. I had to construct this simple pen, as you can see. I had to construct it, a simple pen. I had to bring in a few animals to start with, but now I think you guys can see the result. By the end of this year, I think I'll be having a minimum of 20 goats, because right now I'm having 5 females, and these are the kids. We have Sofa and this male. So my goal is to have a minimum of 50 animals, but to do so, I'm supposed to learn slowly by slowly, to do enough research before investing in a lot of money. So what I urge you, my fellow youth, my fellow friends, is that we need to start small. We need to do enough research before venturing into something, and more so to visit other farms. So don't just wake up one day, you get the idea of doing goat farming, yet you know nothing. You've not done enough research. You've not visited other farmers. You've not learned the different challenges faced in this kind of farming. So first do enough research. Before investing in your money. Otherwise, you'll get disappointed. Another thing I want to talk about. Is the pen. I think you guys are seeing how my pen is constructed. It is well ventilated. I think you can see it is well ventilated. So you need to construct something which is very good for the goats. Otherwise, if you construct something which is not technical enough, you end up spending a lot of money in terms of medication, and even I think that is what I had for you guys.